Gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that time of the year. It's getting close to Halloween. Unfortunately, Athen and Chey are having some technical difficulties, so it's going to take a second for them to get in. So just give them a little second, and they'll be joining me shortly. Until that point in time, I'm going to get a couple of shares out real quick.
I'm not having any technical difficulties.
I finally got in.
What's up, all you trickly bastards? And welcome back to 17 or somewhere. That was weird.
Yeah, I guess we were doing the opening twice this time. Oh well, it works. We've got Athen joining us finally. He was a little delayed today. We're still waiting for one more person to join us in, but we'll see if she gets in one way or another.
Okay, so hopefully that just fixed those problems. America, bitches. So we got Nico checking in. Hey, yo. And Dean Cerny. Sup, you mother bitches. And yeah, that's it so far.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I've got my shares out, so I'm going to get the ball rolling. Chey should be here at any point in time. She is supposed to be joining us today. So she was trying earlier. Her computer crapped out on her, but we should finally have our...
Nico says, the hell was that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nico. I'm not quite sure what happened. I guess we did the opening delay twice to let Athen actually get in and do his intro. I don't know. Not 100% sure on that, but we're here and we're going. I'd like to start off with following up on two of the stories we covered the following weeks. If y'all remember, we talked about the man that put the mail-in ballots here with a toilet in his front yard. Apparently he's not going to be charged for that, so that's good news for him. And then our second one comes back from us from a couple months ago, where the Texas man shot the would-be church shooter. He's not going to be charged at all, so good for him. And the reason I wanted to cover that second one last, I know that's our like a bigger thing because he did shoot a gunman. The reason I wanted to cover that is there was another case where a bar owner was defending his property from looters and rioters, ended up killing one of the rioters, and he was actually going to jail, and he committed suicide. That gentleman was a Navy vet or a military veteran. Let me get that article pulled up real quick so I can figure out what branch he was. So unfortunately, we did lose one of our brothers in arms to something stupid like this. It's it's getting harder out there, ladies and gentlemen. So be sure to take care of yourselves. But the gentleman's name was Jake Gardner, a Marine veteran and a bar owner. He did, even the article is discussing how it was self-defense. It was inside the bar that he was defending himself. It was determined to be self-defense, but the serious public pressure, the DA sent the case to the grand jury, and the special prosecutor, Frederick Franklin, who is a member of a black-only attorney group, and they decided to file charges because Jake Gardner's traumatic brain injury and references to military-style fire watch on his social media and phone made the grand jury believe killing the rioter was intentional. They called him a terroristic threat, and he was to be charged with manslaughter and the use of the firearm in the commission of a felony, attempted first-degree assault, and making terroristic threats, and then planned to turn himself in on Monday. So even if you do defend yourself right now legally, especially if you're any affiliation to the military, they're coming after us like hard, hard. Because again, originally the original jury was going to drop charges because it was deemed self-defense. So be careful. But moving on into more lighthearted stories. Yeah. There was a porta potty scene rolling down Route 66 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's right. How would you feel if you were driving down the road and you saw a big old blue shitter just trolling along? The virtual video showed the Porta-John rolling down a busy intersection of the Mother Road as curious motorists looked on. Severe gusts appeared to have dislodged the mobile toilet and forced it down a journey through a road and that connected to Chicago and Los Angeles. Several motorists and passengers caught footage of the traveling portable toilet. Some social media users posted the videos of the toilet with the song "Dust in the Wind" by Kansas. No injuries were reported, and it is unclear if anyone was inside, which would be even more entertaining.
Right.
Decommissioned as a U.S. highway in 1985, Route 66 still holds lore as a road where Americans ventured west. The 2,500-mile highway passed through 8 states, connecting tourists with friendly diners and welcoming small towns.
Oh, we got. We'll get to the comments real quick. So, some comments on the previous story, and then Nico threw it out there. It's actually on screen right now, just to let it be known. If anyone watching ever needs someone to talk to or shoulder or cry on, my inbox is always open, and my phone number isn't a secret. He put his phone number there, and it said suicide or self-harm is never the only option. Shelly Rich King says Osayo. Nico also says Doctor Who on a budget cut referring to the porta potty. And no different.
Very much so.
Dean Cerny said, and Kathy Barrett said, "LOL, hope nobody was in it." Yes,
I hope somebody was in it. That'd be freaking hilarious.
Nico said, "I hope someone was." Shelly Richard King says, "Jay, well, she's rebooting her computer right now. She said trying to get into StreamYard froze her computer up, so she's working on that. So yeah."
Yeah.
So and then yeah. So, moving right along.
Yeah. Now, moving on to our next story, the Proud Boys founder is planning to sue Joe Biden and CNN for white supremacist label. If you don't know, the Proud Boys was founded and is not combating fully, but they're a group that's against the Antifa, Black Lives Matter, all these rioters, and they've been labeled. There's actually a Wikipedia article which never showed up before, so it was like made last minute. But there's a Wikipedia article talking about how the Proud Boys are a white supremacist racist group and how they're the ones that are responsible for the violence that's going on the streets right now. They're the ones that are actually causing the riots, but they're not. And the founder is actually Cuban, and there's a plethora of social media photos showing that it's not a white supremacist, at least not a white heavy group. There's people of color from every spectrum: white, black, yellow, gold, you name it. So it'll be funny to see how that lawsuit comes to light, because I do want to see Joe Biden and CNN get sued to hell.
So I'm not sure if this was actually Chey who typed it or put it on there, or if it was another one of the people in WO. But it says, "You all can fight me, Chey," in the comments there. So from WO Entertainment. So it looks like she might be trying to get on. So Proud Boys, yay, go get them, boys. We are going to need them very soon. Oh, that's another one of the comments there. So
now. I'm not saying this is acceptable. I'm just saying this is like, I can understand by how this dude looks. This is the only way he's going to get any, but a hypnotist has been charged with sexual assault claims. He gave clients prostate exams.
Huh?
Dave's not here. That's right, Athen. A hypnotist has been hypnotizing in New Jersey. He claims to be a master hypnotist and told his clients he needed to give them prostate exams, then sexually assaulted them.
Oh, Lord. So he hypnotized them, and then when they were hypnotized, he'd say they wanted to, he needed to perform a...
Yeah, he needed to...
And so he sexually assaulted them. So did he actually like give them a prostate exam? Like literally just give them a prostate exam? Is that what the sexual assaulting is? Or is he saying, I gave you a...
Let me get into the article. Robert Bruckner, 55 years old, of Randolph, was was arrested Wednesday on charges of sexual assault, endangering the welfare of a child, and practicing medicine without a license after some clients reported he subjected them to what he describes as a prostate exam. So yes, he apparently at least hypnotized into their minds that they were getting a prostate exam. It is unclear if Bruckner, who owns and operates Major Mindset Hypnosis Counseling in Fairfield, assaulted anyone while they were hypnotized. Assistant Prosecutor Jeffrey Conrad said in a statement, Bruckner, who is not licensed to work as a doctor, offers hypnosis counseling for adults, teens, and children. The site says Bruckner specialized in academic, sports performance, and medical hypnosis counseling for both juvenile and adult parents. We are not psychologists or psychiatrists, the site reads. We are hypnotists, and we help you get where you are right now to where you wish to be. We help you to change your thinking and behavior. Robert is a master hypnotist who practices both Ericksonian conversational hypnosis and moderate to deep trance hypnosis for medical, sports, academic, and many other issues and concerns. He is identified as a single and college graduate, and jail records, which did not list his scheduled court date. It is unclear if he had hired a lawyer. He was arrested after a joint investigation by Essex County Prosecutor's Office and Fairfield Police. Bruckner's charges were up to $395 a session, according to his profiles on Psychology Today, that identifies him as board-certified hypnotist who has practiced for 8 years. I can make the problems go away, the profile reads. There's never any strong talk. I guide you to the answers using special hypnotic techniques.
I need 1 second, Cam. I need to make a phone call.
Okay. Then I will continue on. Our next article is going to make a lot of people cry. If you love wine, specifically. Wine is one of the most appreciated and consumed drinks around the world right now and can be quite pricey to get your hands on a bottle of the finest product. Recently, Vitivino's winery, located in Villamil, Albacete in Spain, saw one of their winery tanks burst, causing a 50,000-liter spillage. Not 5,000, not 500, 50,000, 50,000 liters of red wine. Footage of the wine gushing out of the tank was first shared on social media by local radio station, Radio Albacete, and immediately went viral. It has been reported that the short video was taken by one of the employees at the time who had no means of stopping the enormous spillage. In the footage, the wine can be seen flooding the area around the tank, as well as several employees just standing there absolutely powerless watching the dramatic scene take place. So far, it isn't exactly known what has caused the spillage, but a local media has suggested that a break in one of the vats may have caused the wine to flow out of the tank. The Vitivino's winery, located in the southeast of the Iberian Peninsula, has been around since 1969 and has over 1,570 hectares of vineyards of the indigenous grape bulbul. The research and development project is currently being co-financed and supervised by Jose Garcia, whose goal is to create and implement a specific biotechnology for bubble wine making and aging.
So this is a related story to the previous, or
No. This is a new story.
okay? So because wine aging and all that stuff. So are they just trying to like accelerate?
Dave's not here.
The hell was that?
Someone popped in and said, "Dave's not here, man."
Quite clearly. This is why Chey should have been here early. Well, but
did you just say indigenous grape butthole?
No, I did not.
The price of box wine just went up to $9 per box.
Yeah, well, I don't know. This is the fancy. This looks like the fancy stuff. This is coming from Spain. I don't think this is one that's going to be a box.
Spanish wine is usually pretty good wine. So,
yeah. So, for those wine lovers, yes, those wine lovers out there, I'm sorry.
He might have said bunghole, Nico, because a bunghole is a specific. It is actually a thing. It's the hole in the barrel of wine that you use to fill and take samples of the wine out of. And the cork that you put into it is called the bung.
If you can see at the bottom of the page, our PayPal for Woe Entertainment is going below. I'll have my PayPal set up for that next week as well. If you'd also like to help out at 1700 somewhere, we do have a new partnership, not so much a sponsorship, but we are partnering with Head Shave Club. My friend Walt runs it, and he has been doing well. He has the caveman from MMA who actually uses his products as well. If you're bald, this is a quick, easy, and convenient way to shave your head. I'm actually getting a haircut tomorrow and having the sides of my head shaved. And Monday, I'll be receiving some of his product to test it out, and I'll be able to give you a better review on it. But if you would like to help out, and if you would like to try and help out at 1700 somewhere, if you know anybody that's bald, there's a link in the comments for you to go and check out his website, and we get a 20% commission on any purchases you make. So be sure to check that out.
So, okay, to the comments. Dean, the bung is the cork. The bung hole is the hole in which the cork goes in. They are actually both things. And then WO Entertainment, I'm assuming Goose says, holy fucking shit, Athens paying attention.
And then
you linked the Head Shave Club right there.
Yeah.
And then Dean Cerny said, I had to phone a friend to reset the breaker for Dave's brain. No. Leave me alone.
The hell? My article just went away.
NR, who dat?
Hey Cameron, can you share that share the page on your computer there for the head shave?
I have shaved it on my personal one, but the link is in the comments, and I will have that link on my. I'll have it on my personal page again later on.
Okay.
Everyone is channeling their inner cornholio, man. Cornholio.
Hey, I did the math. It's actually 13,000 over 13,000 gallons. It's 13,208 gallons of wine that was spilled. It's a lot of fucking booze, dude.
That is tragic. That's extremely tragic. Pimp says keep it going. Yeah, we're trying to. Cameron's over there very intensely.
Well, the article I had, there's a, what the hell is it? A Navy veteran raised over $3 million in a bid to take Representative Maxine Waters' seat in California.
Huh.
So I had to go. For some reason, Yahoo was like, screw your article. You don't get to read this.
Well, you know how, there's that one story back in the day how, a kid took out an article in, the New York Times and was, saying he was trying to save for college or something like that and asked everyone to donate, a penny and all that stuff, and like he ended up getting all kinds of money out of it. Like,
yeah.
he literally just asked people to send him in the mail a penny, and he got all kinds of money. Maybe we should do something like that. Like if you like us, just send us a penny, man.
Yeah. I mean, there was the Black Lives Matter fake Facebook created by a Australian man that raised over $100,000 for Black Lives Matter and then like pocketed all the money, all of it.
So, and then we got Dean Cerny over there saying that that's only 3 livers and a half a kidney worth of
That
what? That was weird.
The Australian dude that did the thing with the Black Lives Matter page and pocketed $100,000. That man.
Oh.
That was what you cut out before you finished. That was, I don't know.
Remember the red paperclip story?
And apparently the article doesn't want to show. Like every website's taking down this veteran raising money to go against Maxine Waters, which is ridiculous.
The red paperclip story is one I don't know.
Goose, did you?
You know what he's talking about there? The red paperclip story?
I have no idea about the red paperclip story. I'm still waiting for Goose to finish what he was saying about the Australian man.
Dude's a hero, 100,000 people.
He's a fucking hero.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I agree. 100%. That's hilarious.
100,000 pimping ain't easy.
Straight up, dude won the troll awards for the century.
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
Straight up,
100%.
do you really want to love me
Like,
forever?
Athen, focus. 100%. That dude just won. He won the internet. Like he took the peaceful route, which is hilarious. He still didn't take a high route. There is no more high road anymore for this crap going on. But he did take a road, took a higher road, and won. Hey, donate to us and we'll help Black Lives Matter. Hey, thanks for the money. I'm going to drink good for a while.
Hell, what?
Any luck with Chey so far?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see who she have to say.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do our raffle question for the day for 10 points for the box of goodies at Warrior Fest on November 6th and 7th in Blue Springs, Missouri. The question of the day is, what was Jeep's original name?
What was whose original name?
Jeep's, the vehicle company. What was Jeep's original name?
Are we allowed to answer these?
No, you're not allowed to answer. You're part of this show. So for 10 points into the raffle, which, by the way, Blue Springs, Missouri at Misfits Bar and Grill, which is where Gunny got his last name. They hosted us last year, and it was a blast to get to. If you can make it, I highly recommend. I'm going to try and make it. I'm trying to get some time put up together, time off for that. But don't forget, October 31st, leading up to Warrior Fest, we're going to be doing the 180-hour challenge in order to break the world record, bring light to WoW Entertainment, and it's 1700 somewhere, and all the other shows like Paranormal Radio, all that. So Dean, Dean got it. Dean got it.
That's kind of that's walking a line there because the GP.
No, that's actually it.
Well, the company wasn't called GP. They called the Jeep a vehicle because it was a military general purpose vehicle.
Right.
The company was Willys, though.
But Jeep also didn't have like a main company at that point in time and had to be contracted out through Ford, Chevy, GMC because they didn't have Willys didn't have the manpower to provide the military with as many Jeeps as they were actually trying to get. But Jeep's original name was GP. Congratulations, Dean. You've just got 10 points into the raffle. Good job.
Chey! Welcome
I don't
back.
talk about it right now, man. Oh my god. I am so actively stressed because for the last fucking 40 minutes I've been trying to get on this goddamn thing.
Well, you made it. Better late than never.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Man,
that
I was
scene-
actually on time too. I was like, yeah, I'm about to like play a prank on them and be like, guys, I have bad news. There's a bomb threat, so I can't make it. Just kidding. But
Nico said, "Oh God, look who it is."
Yeah,
I
ladies
literally
and
can't even
gentlemen, we get a welcome back Chey, our other host for It's 1700 somewhere. So Dave cannot focus.
oh,
The
should I-
prodigal daughter returns.
Yeah. The two important people are finally here. We can actually cover our 2 hours successfully.
Well, I see one, but I don't see Gunny. So
Gunny is probably fucking with my roommate right now. He loves to do that.
literally the only thing that matters.
So
All right, let's get this share out so I can get my peeps on here.
So welcome back, Chey. Good to have you.
Good to be back, man. It is good to be back.
Good news is she's in time for the Florida Man stories.
Hell yeah, man.
She made it in time for the Florida Man stories. So I'm going to start with the older article. This was the most what the fuck Florida Man story I have ever heard. Mind you, it's from October 9th, 2012, so it is an older story. However, this is going to make a lot of people cringe.
I'm
A
ready.
Florida man died after winning the roach eating competition.
That's a horrible way to die.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Our most WTF Florida man story ever. A 32-year-old man downed dozens of roaches and worms to win a python, a snake, at a Florida reptile store, then collapsed and died outside the store minutes later. Edward Archbold was among 20 to 30 contestants. 20 to 30 people were willing to eat roaches for this snake. Participating in that Friday night's Midnight Madness event at Ben Siegel Reptiles and Deerfield Beach, authorities said the participants' goal was to consume as many insects and worms as they could to take home an $850 python. Archbold swallowed roach after roach, worm after worm. While the store didn't say exactly how many he had consumed, the owner told CNN affiliate he was the life of the party. He really made our night more fun. Soon after the contest was over, Archbold fell ill and began to vomit. A friend called for medical help, and they called the contestant called 911 himself. Eventually, he fell to the ground outside the store, and sheriff's office had said an ambulance took him to the North Bower Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. The autopsy was conducted, and they were awaiting test results. No other contestant felt ill. Very saddened by the illness, it was a shock. Eddie was a nice guy. We had just met him that night, but everybody there was very fond of him.
So, like maybe it was some sort of an allergy or something like that, because cockroaches aren't like poisonous or toxic or anything like that to
No.
humans. Neither are worms. I mean,
I'm gonna Google this.
huh?
The
You're gonna
article,
Google it?
the article itself does not have the reason he had passed away. So the autopsy's out there somewhere, but the article we have does not have the reasoning.
This
All right.
this story has to be related to the chick with the snake in her throat. And Nico said he made our night more fun. What the fuck kind of parties are these assholes having?
That's all right. Goose said that he's literally gagging.
Yeah, I know. Why the fuck would you read that? I'm literally gagging. And
All right.
No,
so
you
I
guys.
Googled what
Well,
that
okay.
is.
Cameron and Athen know me well enough. I fucking hate
It says
cockroaches.
cockroaches taste somewhat like an overburnt chicken that has a somewhat disgustingly smell. It is a decent wellspring of protein, and as an individual from evolved way of life, we should see them as food. All right. Nope.
In China, they
all
eat
right.
them like
We
regularly. They fry them and eat them. But this was a contest to win a snake.
and Ever get a roach caught in your throat, Athen? Chit, cherry bomb. No, I can't say that.
That is our most WTF Florida man story of the day. And I
mean,
plan on doing this more often because the responses for this were great.
in China, motherfucker. I mean, if you want to freaking, I mean, if you're in Florida and you want a python, dude, just go outside and walk around for a little while. You'll find one.
I'm so
Agreed.
uncomfortable with this story right now.
I love my job.
Like, I am like genuinely unnerved. Thank God I wasn't trying to eat a cheeseburger. Jesus Christ, I retract my contract with you people. Nico, you ain't going nowhere. Shut your ass up.
I love my work. This is awesome. Oh God. Oh God. Mr. Carl, can we clip this segment and put it on our YouTube like frequently? Like I need this to be out there like a virus.
You're bound. You're bound for a year.
This is so good. Oh God, yeah, I know we're bound with you. We actually have contracts with Woe Entertainment. However, we do not have a contract with VRS. So, on you.
Peace out, VRS.
Oh well, I don't know if you've heard everything going on with them, but it's been very dramatic.
Oh, I was like kind of following along in the chat. Like I pop in and like read a little bit, and then I'll kind of like scurry about my way because life's been fucking up my ass. And not in the good way. We are going to ride this dumpster fire off a cliff. Hell yeah. He's talking about...
He's talking about Woe because he wasn't part of... I brought Nico in completely from nothing. Like, he had no affiliation with any network at all. So I met Nico through Facebook and watching the Angry Midget Show and brought him...
The Angry Midget Show?
The Angry Midget Show on Facebook. I brought Nico in. I brought Nico in, and Nico's trying to get the Angry Midget Show. And then Nico, what's your buddy's name? He's a huge comedian. I can't ever remember names, but Nico's got a comedian that's hopefully going to be helping us out a little bit.
He was an orphan.
Was an orphan.
He was an orphan, so he's now ours. We have adopted him unwillingly, but we have adopted him.
It's okay, Nico. I was a sugar baby, and that's how I ended up here.
And then, like, first episode, we got married. It was weird, but, it happens.
I think that was the second one, though. I think we got married on the second one.
Second one, because Athen admitted he's ordained and was like, oh, I guess we're married.
But it doesn't matter anymore because we're not with VRS.
We're not, well, that's not
So if
technically
that's
a divorce,
invalidated, so is our marriage.
But
because let me tell you something.
We'd have to invalidate it's 1700 somewhere to invalidate the marriage.
Well, I hate to tell you, but I thought since we left VRS that you and I were going our separate ways, and these streets is where I belong, boo. Okay.
Oh, I see. She's cheating on me. You hear that? I don't think we need her on at 1700 anymore.
You shut your ass up. You'd miss these titties. Relax yourself.
So, Dove, I'm assuming that's the wizard. He said, Goose is an ordained minister in the Church of Dude. So am I.
So am I now.
It's actually really easy to do. You just go to the Church of Dude website and say you want to be ordained.
The streets. Dean, we belong to the streets.
The street.
I'm just kidding, Cam. I still love you.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna move on. That actually gave us the perfect segue because a Bible-thumping Florida man is accused of throwing the holy book at a deputy.
Is that assault?
And that is assault.
Hell yeah.
The suspect claims God told him to break into the neighbor's home in Marion, Florida. A man who had just broke into the neighbor's home because he claimed God had told him to throw a Bible at a deputy responded to the scene according to the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Deputies claim the victim called on September 22nd because he returned to his home in Summerfield after being gone for about an hour and found his door had been kicked in. The man, his neighbor, 39-year-old Robert Hoskins, told him, I was mad, records show. Hoskins had asked the victim to borrow clothes, and when the man declined, he waited until he left and kicked down the door, according to the affidavit.
So he breaks into his house naked, throws a Bible at him.
No. He threw a Bible at the responding deputy.
Oh, okay.
So whose house did he break into?
His neighbors.
His neighbor's
Oh.
house. So he broke into his neighbor's house naked, and then asked his neighbor to let him borrow some
He
clothes.
said he fucked up. He needed clothes, and he refused. The neighbor refused. So when the deputies responded, he threw a Bible. Deputies said they arrived at the scene. Hoskins approached them wearing only underwear and yelled something along the lines of "I condemn you," and threw a Bible, hitting a deputy in the face.
I want to know like what drugs people are giving out in Florida because
Everything. If you
what's
want
gonna make me want to get naked and break into my neighbor's house
Like that flock shit.
heroin,
besides tequila?
heroin. Tequila's given. PCP,
Meth is the Florida
ecstasy,
state drug.
meth. Yeah, meth is definitely the Florida drug. It's meth.
I don't know if I
That's
want to
all.
go like the meth route. You got a
Stick-
problem with Canada, Florida.
Just
You got a
stick
problem
to
with
just stick to
Florida.
tequila.
I don't know, because I kind of like fight people on tequila, and
I mean, he's throwing Bibles at people.
yeah, but I throw these hands. One of these is more lethal.
I don't know. He
Ring.
hit a dude in the face with a Bible. May the
Yeah.
power of Christ compel you.
I mean, if he was possessed, it could have done
I
something.
mean, that's a quick way to get a demon out.
Just bounce a Bible off their
All
face.
right, you are healed, child.
I don't think that's how
Oh.
that works.
It does in Florida.
What kind of fucking churches? It's funny because the wedding that I was at, you could definitely tell that the other side of the family lived in Florida. If that's gonna give anything away, hopefully none of them are watching. Just kidding, they're all blocked on Facebook. But you walk in there and you could see it was like a Florida family reunion. Everybody was related and inbred. It was wild.
Yeah, but the
Florida.
records show Hoskins was hit with a taser, so he could be subdued and handcuffed. The victim's wife said about $50 worth of clothing was stolen, and there was damage to the door. A mattress had been placed on its side of the window and had been broken, leaving shattered glass all over the floor. He had been handcuffed and proceeded to crap himself. That's right. It's meth.
Meth gators, or the guy who's out there doing mushrooms with a gator.
Or the guy that's force feeding a gator a beer.
Chey got to see her brunkle.
Hey now, he's doing
Nick-
well. Thanks for asking.
Nico said, "I saw a lot of shit in prison, but I never saw anyone throw a Bible at someone."
How's your Brunkles growth? Is it still saying start the reactor, Wade? I told him he
I wanna
shouldn't
talk
have
about
watched that movie. I told him he shouldn't have watched that movie. It was going to give your Brunkles a growth nightmares.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm not from Florida. The other side of the family that I'm not related to is from Florida. So we'll put that out there.
So what
Or,
what you're
who's
telling
from
us, they're
Florida.
trying to date you, even though you're a part of the family. Got it.
If any of them could actually like speak the English language, probably. But I don't think any of them are like
where a
literate
wedding,
enough.
where a wedding can lead to another wedding, where the family reunion means a dating service.
Oh, stop. I
I
regret like even bringing this up now.
Duh. I mean, we did start your coming back with eating cockroaches.
Yeah, that's all right. Double fisted some middle fingers. I should probably go back and like read the rules so I don't get kicked off after the first time.
We're supposed to minimize how profane we are. You know, don't drop the F-bomb every other word. Don't drop the N-word. But that's always been one of our rules.
Sorry, Dad. I've been doing that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, look at what's going on in the world right now. I think it's acceptable some places.
Acceptable.
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 Now, continuing on with our Florida man stories, another Florida man was arrested after asking deputies for booze and ice cream.
He asked the deputies for booze and ice cream.
That's right. This Florida man, Charlotte County, Florida, a Punta Gorda man called 911 multiple times and asked deputies to deliver him ice cream and liquor. Michael James Gables, 65 years old, called 911 reporting an emergency. And his emergency was he needed booze and ice cream. He is being charged with abuse of, what the hell is it called? Abuse of calling 911.
In the comments, we had Rossifer Butler. He jumped in and said, well, hello there. Nico wants to know if there's any such thing as a Canadian spy because he infiltrated Florida's mainframe. Why does this show have blacklisted words? And Goose, I think it was, is saying, I don't much care for the F-bomb. It's being straight raunchy. Nico Molinov, pigeons, and other various birds. Wait. Okay. So, yeah.
Gunny, what are you doing?
Gunny!
I walked away and heard delivery of ice cream and liquor. Yes. So, this next story is about I'm assuming, Florida man who called 911 and asked the police to get him some Rocky Road ice cream and, what was it?
Booze.
Booze.
Well, did they?
No. No, they did not.
It's an emergency.
I heard the vacuum going. You were annoying the shit out of Uncle Dave.
I literally just had a Dave's not here moment.
Yeah.
Who dat?
That is probably... That actually, since you didn't tag it, that's probably the wizard.
Oh.
That would be my beard you're pulling, Gunny.
It's the beard for me.
Rossper said... Oh, it's
said no,
Goose?
it's
Okay. And Rossper said, how do I participate? I know I at least need a flag background.
If you would like to be on a show or start a show, you can contact myself, Athen, or Chey to be on it. Somewhere. If you'd like to be a part of the WoW Entertainment Network, you can contact Goose, the Wizard of Odd. Ow! Oh, you little bastard! He's hyper today. Oh, he's hyper today.
His mom's
And your dad's viewing too there, Cam.
Yes, he is.
Hey, Dad.
Gunny. Our last
Good to
Florida
see you
man
again.
story for the day. A Florida man has some bad luck or bad karma. This dude just hates this Florida man because this Florida man survived being bit by a gator, then was attacked by a shark.
He got bit by a gator and then a shark?
Then a shark, yes. A Florida
That
man.
kind of makes sense, though.
I mean, they're all in the same place.
Right, but they usually attack each other for the food source. I guess they were taking turns, but we're going to get into that article and figure out.
I was like, he's probably on the beach and he gets bit by a gator, right? And then he goes in the water for some dumb reason, and the sharks are like, "Oh, look, blood!" And did he survive?
We're going to get into that.
Let's hear it.
Bro, that dude just had one really shitty day.
Yeah. Florida man who loves to spend his free time on the water now has two wild stories to tell, one involving a shark and the other involving a gator, and he has the scars to prove it. Nico, the reason you haven't been on this show yet is because you haven't contacted me about being on the show. Justin Stiller from Estero told the Fort Myers News Press that he and his family
Fort Myers nudes.
News Press
He said nudes.
went to the Florida Keys last week to catch some spiny lobsters as part of the mini season, but his fishing experience was cut short when an 8-foot lemon shark took a bite out of him instead. It all started when he dove down to some rocks to retrieve an injured fish. I put the fish in a hole, and right before I surfaced, wham, he told the newspaper, I felt the skin more than the shark. It rolled me over, and I saw it swimming away. Now with a gaping wound on his leg, he swam back to the surface and alerted his family and fishing buddies to get out of the water. Stiller said once they were back on the boat, they were able to assess the damage and perform first aid measures, including applying gauze and bandages to stop the bleeding. I tied it off and actually lost very little blood, Stiller told the news press. It was very deep, but no bone. I was lucky, no tendons. Ultimately, the first aid kit wasn't going to cut it. Stiller ended up going to the hospital in the Keys where he received over 24 stitches. But it'll take more than that to keep the seasoned fisherman and diver away from the water. He told Wink News that he was once gator hunting with two friends, and the gator he roped. When the reptile opted for some revenge, it bit him. As he rolled, he kind of clamped down on my leg. So it was two separate stories, but No, he's got 2 bites, one on his leg and one on his
All
arm.
right, is that the story? Is that all of it?
That's the story.
Can we talk about this right here, please?
the comment that's in front of her face.
I
There I was, balls deep in this gator, and all of a sudden, a shark bit me.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Oh,
Which is
God.
actually our next article.
Oh. I wish
Yeah.
we could just like make that the title. We should have made that the title of the show.
There I was, balls deep in this gator.
Well,
and all of a
Athen
sudden,
actually owns
shark
the
bit.
right to Athen actually paid and had our logo and emblem made, so he owns the whole rights to It's 1700 somewhere.
Athen does?
Yes, he does.
Athen, when are we getting freaking t-shirts, man?
We
Yeah.
have t-shirts. Me and Athen have some t-shirts.
First of all, I've been
I
with you
had-
guys for how many months now, and nobody's offered me a t-shirt.
I've been with
you know what?
Athen
I feel
over a
Nico's pain right now.
Oh no, Chey. They told me that they were going to give me a shirt like over a year ago, and I'm still fucking waiting.
Whoa.
And Cameron
Whoa,
ripped his
whoa,
shirt that I
whoa.
gave him for the Woe Radio Show.
I bought another one. I still have that one too. That's hanging up in my closet, nice and fancy. I still have my It's 1700 shirt somewhere.
I don't have a 1700 shirt.
I have to find I had the ones I had made were made by one of the VRS viewers. They're not bad, but like you have to wash them specifically. You have to they're the ones that they just iron on. That's all it is. So I need to find I've been waiting on a good amount of people that want a shirt to place an order, like an actual order, because it's going to be cheaper to buy like 100 of them. Get 100 shirts made and then sell them out that way. But we need enough people to be like, hey, I want a shirt. So yes, all I have to do is find somebody, it's going to go online, get the emblem, have them make the shirt and boom. But yes, me and Athen, I've been with Athen over a year now, and we got shirts like 8 months ago.
Okay, so if we sell over 100 shirts, we do a bikini special.
Oh, what? A bikini special?
Because we never did it the last time.
So we're still also waiting on the votes for licorice.
For licorice.
Black licorice. If Athen wins, so the bet is, I don't know if you saw this, but last week we had a bet. Black licorice is disgusting candy.
Yep.
Yeah. And if we can get at least 10 people to vote on this, whether it's good or bad, we already have one for bad. I think it was Dean or Mickey that voted bad. But if we get 10 people, the loser of this has to dye their hair, including their beard, for at least 1 month, meaning 4 episodes on It's 1700 somewhere. And the color is chosen by the winner.
I'm glad I wasn't in this because I'm not dyeing my hair. But and I also can't grow a beard. Well, I could if I let it go long enough, but so what color are we dyeing your hair, Cam?
No, I'm the one that says it's disgusting, and you said it's bad as well. So we've already got 2 votes.
Wait, Athen, do you think it's good?
Our votes don't count.
Yes. Athen thinks black licorice is a good.
You know what? I've seen your taste in women. I understand why you like
it. Ouch. So yes, if we can get 100 shirt orders, we'll do the shirts and we'll do a bikini special for everybody, which means even Athen and I will be in bikinis.
Oh, Nico says, I don't have a bikini either. He said he wants in on this, and he says, I can get behind this. I guess bikini area it is.
So if we can get 100 shirt orders, we'll do a bikini special. And if we can get 10 people.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm trying to read Brent.
All right.
You say
so
all the money goes to vets. Yeah. You want to order 100 shirts. Tell us the vets that you keep the cost of the shirt, the cost of the emblem, the cost of the shipping to our advisors, so you'll make a profit based on your words. Clean vets, helping vets. No, Brent, the money donated to the Low Entertainment at iCloud.com is for helping vets. That one we haven't tried to claim at all. That any donation goes to the PayPal is specifically for helping veterans. The shirts are to help at 1700 somewhere. So
Somebody tell this man before I hurt his feelings.
Before you start making accusations and getting butthurt, you need to, understand that those are two completely different things. So calm down.
We need a vet bod bikini calendar.
Is it? Oh,
I think he's left.
Probably.
Yeah, he got his toxicity out of the way and then was like, I don't want to do it.
There he is.
No.
Well,
he said, now that makes much more sense.
See,
Thank you.
There you go. So yeah, that's the shirts is to help our show because Athen quite clearly needs a better camera and some lighting and an actual backdrop. I'd like to get some actual lighting, and Chey, well, she needs a better cam as well.
Getting a new computer. What's up?
Now, so any money we receive from the shirts goes to the It's 1700 Somewhere page.
Oh, wait. Hey, side note. Cam.
Yes.
Are you going to be in Kansas for Warrior Fest?
I'm gonna try. I gotta make sure I get the time. I'm waiting on my surgery for one, which is hopefully going to be expedited here coming up soon. If we can post or push it back to December, then I can get the time. I can focus on getting my time for Warrior Fest instead of putting my time towards the time off and recovery.
I will be there.
But I'm going to try and I made it last year. I've just got to figure out. Last year I actually brought Gunny back from Kansas City. So I've got to figure out, if I go up there, it's going to be cheaper for me to just fly up there. But do I want to bring Gunny with me?
Yes.
Unfortunately, then I'd have to find a hotel.
We'll split a hotel. It's fine.
So
We'll
I'd
get
have
like
to
one
figure
of the little unsweet things.
because he is not a registered emotional support animal or a service animal. He's kind of a nuisance.
So Ross for Butler there says, are there any Indiana Man stories, or do I have to create them?
You have to create them.
So Nico wants to talk to you post-show. And if his surgery will be before Warrior Fest, he will be showing up to Warrior Fest as Kamina.
That's a big bitch. You do realize I'm 6'2", 280. If I were to get that gender change, I'd be like death by snoo from Futurama would be a very accurate description.
Amazonian fucking woman.
Yeah.
TBH, probably not a bad idea. Big bitches are in this season.
Not going to happen. I like being a male. I identify as he, him. I have a penis. I am not confused any on that.
You'd be a second Buck Engel.
Oh, but it is time for our OSHA violations of the day. Mr. Carl, if you'd be so kind, can we get that first OSHA violation posted up for us? Come with me, and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations.
First of all, I'm like, fuck this shit.
So, working iron, we're up fairly high. Something like this is uncommon to say the least. One, the first problem we have looking at it off the bat, he's not tied off on anything. He doesn't even have a harness on to be tied off. Number two, he's walking on rebar. Rebar is not designed to hold human weight at any end. It's designed to support concrete. That's pretty much it. So that rebar could bend at any given point in time. It doesn't even look like he's on that thick of rebar. It's not even an inch. It looks like they're using 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch rebar. 2, you have 2 guys holding him by the shirt. So if that shirt tears or if he goes, he's going one way or another. And if those guys try to hold him, there's sharp rebar with absolutely no cap. You can't actually cap that much rebar at the same time. It's not even supposed to be designed like that. And if it is, it's supposed to have railing around it, design, whether temporary or permanent. That kind of rebar is supposed to have a barrier above it so you can't just fall on top of that rebar. So if they try and hold him and they go, they're going to get impaled in the guts and chest by the rebar. And the dude, I don't even know what the dude watching is doing. Like, he's, hey, is this guy going to fall yet? I don't like him. That's the look I'm getting out of him.
So, continue on. I want to hit some of the comments here. So, W Entertainment said, what the fuck shit? Jeffrey W. Scheibels said, when does the WO radio show website go live? Brent Tremblay, that's a really long one. I'm not going to crowd the airwaves to read that. So if y'all want to hit that one up.
Too long, didn't read. He's from Canada. A lot of the vet groups from up there don't help them. He wishes he was in the United States because there's more vet groups that are more honest.
And that's what, when we say we try and help veterans, and actually people from our community actually drove, what was it, 4 hours, Athen, to go and help you when you were having a problem?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So, yes, no, when we say we're going to help the veteran community, we actually do it. This is not a, we will, what we claim we're going to do, we're going to do it. We're not going to bullshit you. If we're going to do something for a charity for veterans, that money is going to go towards a charity. If we're doing something like the T-shirts where we're trying to raise money for the show, that money's going to go to the show. There's no, it's black and white. There's no gray. How we say it, it's going to happen. You ought to try and make it to the Warrior Fest and meet the community and see what it's all about. Meet people from the shows. Talk with them and see if you like it and if you want to stay a part of this community.
So we got Aaron Cottingham down there saying, what's up? Saying hello, brothers.
All right. Doesn't look like we have any more comments on this one. So, Mr. Carl, let's get the next shit show going, please. That's not
as bad as some of the ones we've seen, though.
It is, and we're going to discuss why. Now, looking at Mr. Carl, can you get both of them posted at the same time? That would be great. I don't know if you can or not, but if we can get a side by side, we'll explain why this one's worse than the other one. It's because remember, this is about the OSHA violations, not the risk of death. So this one, the more you look at it, the worse it's getting. By all means. The other one, he wasn't tied off. He was over the side. There's not too many OSHA violations on that one. There's not a lot going on there. This one, however, there's a lot going on here. One, a forklift is never supposed to operate on top of a truck. It's never supposed to be operating up there. So he's operating with a load. Yes, technically those humans are considered load. So that truck, the tires could pop, that forklift could roll. He could go too far, roll off the edge. Two, you're putting a ladder on a forklift with the forks literally just wide enough to hold that ladder. So if that ladder shifts left or right any, it's going. And I can tell you this from experience. I had a ladders watch. He's supposed to sit there and hold the ladder. This guy's doing a better job than what I had. But on uneven grounds, mud and shit like that, and we were on mud in my situation, I was up on a ladder snapping bolts, and my ladder watch stopped focusing. And my ladder started doing this little number. By the time I realized it, I was about 2 feet off kilter and holding onto the ladder with my feet and trying to hold onto the beam I was working on with my arms. I yelled at him, and he was like, "Oh, you're fine." Like, no, dude, focus the hell up. Like, you're going to get me killed up here. So it's not uncommon for a ladder to shift weight, especially with how he's reaching way above him with one arm. So his center of balance is shifting over as well. Two, the ladder's not holding the 4-to-1 ratio. That ladder's supposed to be out a little further. Three, one of them standing on the forks. You're not supposed to do that. Four, you're working on a ladder, there's just so much going on that shouldn't be happening on this. And to kick it all off, it's not even high up enough for him to reach what he's trying to do.
So we got in the comments there, Rossford Butler said, if you sell boxer briefs, I'm bigger in that area. He says, I've actually done that with my forklift. And he said, got to go to work on my forklift. So, that's the comments.
I don't know what the boxer briefs thing was about.
I think it's a carry on from the shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
As he's saying, he's 5'9", 146.
Oh, he's tiny.
And I responded with, well, to be fair, he said, so you have an idea of what shirt he wears. And I responded with extra small from the Baby Gap. And then that's when he brought up the boxer briefs. So he only wears
he's trying to flirt. He's trying to flirt.
No offense. I don't know what you look like or anything, but you can't see my face anyways. It's fine.
All right, Mr. Carl, thank you very much. Those have been our OSHA violations.
OSHA.
Oh, Lord. I love doing these. I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely love doing our OSHA violations of the week.
Mm-hmm. They could be fun.
I'm gonna go create some of my own.
Oh, boy. I've got a few out there myself, but thankfully nobody took photos of them.
What? If you don't
Always.
take photos, it doesn't happen.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Right?
Yeah, but like you gotta keep it for memory.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Because they could still come after you with that.
That'd be
Now,
fine. You just don't show anyone.
Now it's time for our This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things segment.
Isn't that what we've been doing this entire time?
No, we actually have a specific segment now.
Oh.
Yes, we have two new segments since you've been gone: the OSHA violations of the week, and This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. Last week we had the Chevy towing his own house. This week we have poop knives.
Poop knives.
Poop knives.
Oh boy.
Yes, an anthropologist who tested an urban legend by fashioning a knife out of frozen human feces, and a man who found spiders oddly give scientists who study insects the heebie-jeebies are among the 2020 winners. Yes, poop knives. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, Thursday's 30th annual IG Nobel ceremony was a 75-minute pre-recorded virtual affair instead of the usual live event at Harvard University. Even so, it managed to maintain some of the event's traditions, including the Nobel Prize laureates handling out amusing alternatives. It was a nightmare and it took us months, but we got it done, said Mark Abrams, editor of the Annuals of Improbable Research. This year's winners also included a collection of the world's leaders who think they're smarter than the doctors and scientists, and a team of Dutch and Belgian researchers who looked at chewing and other sounds that make people crazy. Metin Aaron has been fascinated since high school with the story of an Inuit man in Canada who made a knife out of his own excrement. The story has been told and retold, but is it true? Aaron and his colleagues decided to find out. Aaron, an assistant professor of anthropology at Kent State University in Ohio and co-director of this university's experimental archaeology lab, used real human feces frozen to minus 50 degrees centigrade and filed to a sharp edge. He then tried to cut meat with it.
Oh, yuck.
The poop knives failed miserably, he said in a telephone interview. There's not a lot of basis empirically for this fantastic story. The study is a little gross, but makes an important point. There are a lot of narratives out there that based on phony or unproven science. The point of this was to show that evidence and fact-checking are vital, he said. Richard Vedder won an IG Nobel for his paper looking at why people who spend their lives studying insects are creeped out by spiders. His paper, Archophobic Entomologists, Why Two Legs Make All the Difference, appeared in the journal American Entomologist in 2013. Vedder, a retired research associate and spider specialist who worked in the entomology department of the University of California, Riverside for 32 years, found during the course of his work that many insect lovers hate spiders. Well, that's not shocking at all. But the gist of this, he did freeze human poop and tried to cut a steak, and it failed. And that's why we can't have nice things, because he not only froze poop and tried to use it as a functioning knife, but he ruined a perfectly good cut of meat.
That went all over the place because it starts with him making a knife out of poop, and then freaking talking about how people like insects are afraid of spiders. But
Exactly.
I was also kind of distracted by the comment section during that entire story. Because over here you got Nico saying, "This is my favorite part. This is why we can't have good things." And then Dean says, "Is Athen wearing his rainbow suspender shirt again?" Yes, I am wearing my rainbow suspender shirt again. It's because I use a black background for my my chroma key. So my chroma key for my screen is black, and I've only got like three shirts that aren't black or a color of black, so I can't wear those on the show. So
And we've discovered that his background will go into my beard. We have found that out the hard way.
So,
I kind of want to see what it looks like when you put a black T-shirt on.
Then go get a black T-shirt. Go.
I don't know where they're at.
Go.
Why do I gotta do this?
What do you mean you don't know where they are?
Because they're all my
I
work.
do not know where like a black T-shirt is. A color of black.
Stop delaying and go get a T-shirt.
Go right back.
Go. Damn. Finally.
Some peace and quiet.
Oh, Lord, right? Now we can go on with the articles.
He would be a floating head. That's what we're hoping for.
Kind of.
Look, you can just see the lump of fucking blankets behind.
Ah, there it is. Now we're going to talk about the sex cult. A Seagram heiress, Claire Bronfman, gets 81 months in jail and a $6.5 million fine.
Oh, hey, it works.
For a sex cult.
Oh, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, I do get all glitchy. I guess if I get really close to the camera, it works, but it still glitches.
Meh,
It ain't that bad.
Hmm?
It ain't that bad. We'll just
I
get
was
you.
really hoping for a floating head.
Me too.
Yeah, I was hoping for the floating head thing, but it just glitches out whenever I move. It freaking, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it did that before anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, so nothing new there. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, vote for black licorice, good or bad. We've got 2 votes for bad so far. We need 8 more. 8 more votes, and Athen has to die.
Shay, he's probably as high as Willie Nelson.
We got 3. We got 3 votes for black licorice is bad, Athen.
Wait, I thought you said we don't count.
We don't. 1,300 somewhere.
Oh shit.
No, you count because you weren't a part of the bet.
But that was either Goose or the Wizard, and they both. Well, I don't think the Wizard voted last week, but Goose did.
What did Goose say?
Goose said it wasn't any good.
All right, so that's 4 for bad.
Wait, I have a question. Do you like Jaeger?
Yeah.
We got 5
Because I feel like
for
you
bad.
can't like
5 more
Jaeger.
votes and 5 more votes, and Athen has to dye his shit.
Wait, what color?
I like
though?
Jaeger.
I'm thinking purple or pink.
Ooh, a purple. Do purple.
Oh,
Black
we got 6 votes. Athen's got 1.
Even Tater Spray says good. Back
Wait,
me
who
up there.
commented from its 1700?
That I don't know.
What are we at? We've got 2, 3 for bad today. So we've got 7 for bad, 1 for good.
You got 2 for it being good.
All right,
Black
so that's
licorice
9.
is
We need
awesome.
1 more
Jaeger is
vote.
awesome.
We need 1 more. Oh, he's got. All right, that's 10 votes, and it's 7-3. Athen, you get to die, yo shit.
Hey, but if the votes keep coming in, we got to set a time period for when we close voting.
End of the day today.
Or how about next show?
Next show. It's a long time to wait for this.
Hey, Joe, welcome to the show. It is his first time listening.
John
All
Porta.
right. So I'm gonna write down 7-3 so far. We'll do.
You have another
We'll
one
do it-
from
We'll do
John.
it.
John Porta said black licorice
This
is
is
the devil's poop. And
That's 8-4. We'll do halfway through next show. How's that?
You're already at your max, though.
I know he
Or
we
is
wanted
had
it
to get at
like how
least
many?
10. We had to get at least 10 votes in order to
Oh,
actually, yeah. So and then
Okay.
we put up setting up a time frame.
What if we do it at Warrior Fest?
I have to try that shit live.
We're gonna have halfway through next show. We're gonna close voting. That way, when by that point in time, he should still be pink or purple by Warrior Fest. So that'll next week is what, the 11th, 6th and 7th. So yeah, you'll be pink or purple for Warrior Fest.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
yep.
brother.
So 8-4, black licorice is disgusting, and voting will be closed at 6:00 next Sunday.
Pimp says black licorice is awesome.
8-5. Fuck. All right. Moving on. All right. Secret, make sure you get your votes in. Make sure you get your friends to vote. Black licorice is just disgusting. Seagram heirs Claire Bronfram gets 81 months in jail and a $6.5 million fine for NXIVM sex cult.
What?
Claire
Seagram's heiress
gave a $100 million to help bankroll the cult, which branded women and forced them to engage in sex acts, according to prosecutors.
So, a sex cult. She's going to jail for bankrolling a sex cult.
Yep.
Like, so, what kind of sex stuff?
The heiress to the Seagram liquor fortune, the Seagram drinks, was sentenced to 81 months in prison and a $6.5 million fine for luring female victims into the cult founded by Keith Raniere. She used her incredible wealth and attempted to use her social status and connections not only with support to NXIVM's work, but also as a means of intimidating, threatening, and exacting revenge. U.S. District Attorney Judge Nicholas said Wednesday in Brooklyn's New York, the sentence was imposed was longer than 5 years, requested by prosecutors, and he ordered her to immediately remanded in federal custody. That's a good point. Dean brings up a good point. Are we going to dye your eyebrows as well?
No, that's really hard to do, and if you do that, like, you're gonna end up messing it up.
Fine.
Don't do it. We'll just color them pink for Warrior Fest, though. I'll like color them in a little bit for you.
All right, so Warrior Fest will be all pink, but after the vote's closed, he's going to dye his hair pink live. You're going to have to do it live the following week on at 1700 somewhere.
All right. So, more on this story. It was a sex trafficking ring. So NXIVM is a multi-level marketing scheme type company, and it was being used to traffic sex people, like sex trafficking.
Yeah. And she was the heiress to the Seagram company. So people in power.
Yeah, all them people with a bunch of money are doing that stuff. The Harambe Keeper is fashionably late.
Who's the Harambe Keeper?
Mickey Severson. He's usually one of the first people in here. Yes, his beard will also be dyed. Dean wants your hair to be green with your beard pink. I think we're going to stick, Dean, I think we're going to stick to one color. I think we're going to have to limit it to the one color because now you're just changing the rules of the bet more. We've already stated that, the loser has to dye their hair color, but we specified last week it's only going to be one color. So we're gonna keep it as, you know, the rules are going to stand as we've got the 10 votes. So next Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time, voting will be closed. Whoever wins chooses who dyes whose hair and what color.
Sounds like a plan, man.
Why don't we just get like a rolling poll going on the page?
A rolling poll?
Yeah, like you can put up a poll.
Yeah,
and
we can put something like that.
Select it, so that way you don't have to like manually keep track, and then everybody.
Well, we'll maintain track of the votes that we've got, but yeah, we'll put up a poll on the web or the page.
We'll put up one on 1700 and Woe Entertainment.
See, that's why I'm okay with pink. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so pink beard is okay, and I like boobies.
Yeah, then it makes you actually look like you're a decent person.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's 2 tonight. Athen, I'm sorry, man.
Hey, it's all right.
It's been a minute.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
We thought you ran away from us.
I'm the one who hit you guys up.
Right.
You think you can get rid of me? Let's be honest here.
That's good.
I ain't going nowheres. Unless it's to the shooting range. What if we all meet in Texas and we do a show from the shooting range?
I can support that.
It's ring day, baby.
You get one vote. Well, on a poll on the page, I think people can vote multiple times, can't they?
No.
No, it's only allows one vote. Yeah. So it's gonna be just one vote per person.
Yep. So, but yes, I can support. You'll have to provide your own ammunition of what you want to shoot, and if you want to do that, we'll get it all set up. I'll find a gun range that I can have support us. But yes, we can do a gun range episode. If you look on it 1700 somewhere, I do have a video posted when I went to the gun range the first time with Bertha, which is the 338 Lapua, and that actually got a lot of views. We shot.
What if you all meet in Missouri and do a live show from a range?
I'm down for it.
We shot pumpkins. Gotti, put the beer bottle down.
He said, "No, Dad. I'm trying to get drunk."
Did he really? He had it from the neck itself, but it was hanging down, so it looked like he was going off to get fucked up.
Was Gunny trying to deep throat the bottleneck?
No, he was not trying to deep throat the bottleneck, but he was trying to get drunk. So yes, we can do that. We can definitely do a gun shoot episode in Texas if y'all make it down here. I do have a guest room, and we can get a cot set up. We got a big couch, so if y'all want to do an episode of it 1700 somewhere live at a gun range, we'll rent out a gun range for the day, and then we'll go blow some shit up. Yeah, I'm assuming that was Goose that said, "What if you all meet in Missouri and do a live show from a range?" That would be fun and fine and dandy, but you do realize I have to bring 14 firearms from Texas. And
I will fly down to you and drive with you.
If I have to drive across that many state lines, we're going to be doing the speed limit the whole time.
That's fine.
One cop stops us that's in a bad mood, and it's going to be a bad day.
You got a pair of titties. It'll get us all out. It's fine.
So Damon said he had to go. Have a great show. Thank you, Damon. You have a good evening.
That is so much to transport. That is so many guns.
Just pick your couple favorites. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Bertha, Betty, and Beth. The Boom twins, or Boom triplets, which are 338 Lapua, 50 Beowulf, and 65 Creedmoor.
Who's Tater?
Tater, he's Damon Tater Spray. Tater Spray.
Oh.
He's OG WO.
Now this
one. I was gonna say because I have a cat named Tater.
This next article is gonna love you because you always love the science stuff, and it's gonna concern a couple people because scientists are trying to say we have no intentions of raising dinosaurs. say after extracting DNA from insects preserved in resin. So yes, they have dinosaur DNA, and they are trying to say that they have no intentions of raising these dinosaurs.
I've
Bullshit.
I've heard the story before, and yeah, it's there's gonna be a scientist out there who's like, you know what, I probably shouldn't, but I want to anyways. Let's see how this works out. Let's hope it's just some of the small ones that ain't gonna eat your face.
Actually, while we have Goose here, Goose, if you would be so kind to set up a poll on Woe Entertainment for us for Black Licorice, that would be great. We can get it's 1700 somewhere set up after this. But yes, scientists extracted genetic material from an insect preserved in resin, exactly like Jurassic Park. Exactly like it.
Set on this poll.
And they're claiming that they're not going to resurrect dinosaurs. And I don't think I think that's bullshit, two-faced lie. When
they do it, I want my own pet Triceratops.
When they do it, I definitely want to have a bigger gun. 338 Lapua might be a good one, but I definitely want something that's shooting 50 BMG.
Anybody know how much it costs to mount a Stegosaurus?
Jesus.
I feel like they should make a movie out of it.
We're going to cover that one last. Now, on that, the Black Lives Matter leader, which is an albino dude, looks creepy as hell, is allegedly arrested for spending over...
Isn't that ironic?
Yes, it's very ironic. He has been arrested for spending $200,000 in donations on tailored suits, a house, and guns. The FBI arrested him for using the $200,000 for using money generated from donations received through the Facebook page BLGM with no identifiable purchase or expenditure for social or racial justice. Sir Major Page was arrested Friday in Toledo, Ohio, and is facing federal wire fraud and money laundering charges for allegedly spending the money on tailored suits, a home in Ohio, and guns. The Page became involved with the Black Lives Matter movement in 2016 when he founded the Black Lives Matter of Greater Atlanta on Facebook. He used the page to solicit donations through a GoFundMe account. They received over $470,000 between June and August following the death of George Floyd Memorial Day. Numerous videos and live stream videos were posted to Page's personal social media showing himself in what appeared to be a newly purchased clothing, hotel rooms, and office space in Atlanta. The FBI said in its release several audio statements are made in the Page, and the videos boasting about the money he has made, his tailor suits, and his nice cufflinks, and $150 ties.
See, so there was the story a little bit ago earlier that we did about the dude who said he was raising money for, what was it, Black Lives Matter, or was it Antifa?
It was Black Lives Matter in Australia who got $100,000.
He just pocketed the money. And then their own freaking founder is like, yeah, it's my money.
Yeah, $200,000, double what the Australian guy made.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
And I agree with Dean. This is what happens when we skip over murder hornets.
Right?
Yes, we noticed that was yawn. Now, our final topic for the day. The government has released their initial plans to force a vaccine on everyone.
Wait, can we pin that last comment? Thank you.
Yeah. What if murder hornets were the beta test for dinosaurs?
This is a solid point, though.
It
Open
really
alpha.
Yeah. Athen, I guess ARC is going to play into our favor.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to tame dinosaurs now.
Woot!
That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat we're going to need.
Right?
But earlier today, the Trump administration released its plans to vaccine everyone in a short time. 3 potential vaccines are currently in stage 3 trials in the United States and could be ready within weeks. Time is running out. And Trump. What?
No, go ahead.
Time is running out, and Trump has the military lined up and ready to distribute the vaccine to the public, whether or not you want it. The plan to distribute the vaccine first to the healthcare and other vital workers, as well as those most vulnerable, like the older population. After production ramps up, it will be made available to all Americans who want it. If you decide you don't want it, don't worry. The military will help convince you. The Department of Defense and federal agencies have outlined plans for a coronavirus vaccine, which includes having them available for free for all Americans. We have warned that the DoD about to become the enemy of the public instead of committing terrorism abroad. They'll be doing that here. Prepare yourself. The Pentagon and CDC will join together to mass distribute the COVID vaccine.
I don't know that could go either way. I mean, I'm kind of wanting to get to the comments, but I do want to comment on this story just like momentarily. Freaking, this could go either way. Like, you're gonna have people who are like, absolutely, I'll take a vaccine for it, and then you have other people who are gonna be throwing a fit about it.
Fucking getting it.
So, but in the comments over here, you got Nico saying he can never figure out ARC. WO Entertainment said, "Hey, Trump has the Rona." I actually read about this earlier in the week, and I thought it was like a fake news story, but I saw a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube last night talking about how he's supposed to be expected to be getting out of the hospital soon. And then Dean Cerny says, WO Entertainment again said, "Convinced at gunpoint," in quotes. And then Dean Cerny says, "Does homeowner insurance cover a drunk brontosaurus? Bet farmers haven't covered that before." I would have to say probably not.
Gotta agree with you on that one.
So
Because everything on YouTube is true.
Two really quick points here to hit on the Trump getting out of the hospital. They actually tried to transport him and quarantine him at Walter Reed.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody threw a huge fit about that. As far as the vaccine goes, they're nowhere fucking near having a vaccine ready. They're not. Not even
it'll be
a little
couple
bit.
Years at least.
Yeah.
And
that's why the whole mandatory vaccine thing was posted on several sites to induce fear in people, because what gets views? Emotion.
The only way they would actually have a vaccine is if this was a created virus, which there has been mounting evidence that this was created, and they were already working on a vaccine years ago.
Well, I mean, there was that one scientist or was it a scientist or a doctor that came forward and said that the one drug was
hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah.
Yep. And she's willing to give it to President Trump.
Yeah. Earliest it could be ready is in next year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it does take up to 12 months to actually start the process. It's no shorter than 8 months, though, because to actually go through it. # 10 years of medical experience. They don't teach you that in high school.
Yeah, and they're saying COVID is going to disappear as soon as the election is over.
Oh yeah, look at Ebola. Look at every other virus we've had around elections time. After the election's done, it's gone.
I don't think it's going to disappear. It's still going to. I mean, because it's obviously and clearly an actual thing. However, its importance and the big deal being made about it, I feel as though it will probably reduce significantly after the elections.
Trying to catch COVID, but all I caught was feelings. 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
So,
well, awkward silence. Good job, guys. Way to keep the conversation going.
Well, let you talk. All right, Gunny, I gotta wrap the show up. I gotta wrap the show up. Get off.
So yeah, there she was. Just walking down the street.
There we go. All right, I don't have anything else to add. I wish I could have found one more article today. I knew that 15 wasn't going to be quite enough, but I was hoping Chey was going to be here early so we could discuss a little more in depth. Damn it, Chey. Blaming you for this one.
Oh, my bad. My bad. You sent me a link that crashed my damn computer.
Stop watching all that porn. Stop watching all the porn. Damn.
Bruh. Have you seen what they have out now?
I'm sure you
It's
do.
kind of hard not to.
But,
Just kidding. I watch it on my iPad like a real G, okay?
right. Well, either way, be sure to be, if you want t-shirts, we need to get a poll on it, 1,700 for that as well, so we can keep track of how many people want t-shirts. Be sure to, Nico, I'll shoot me a message after this is done. We'll get the polls going on Woe Entertainment and it's 1,700 somewhere page to vote for Black Licorice. So be sure to look for Athen dyeing his beard pink. Yeah. But on that, I have nothing else to add. Wonder
Neither
Twins?
do I.
Nope.
Nothing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we love having you on these wonderful Sunday evenings and afternoons. We appreciate you spending your time with us. We hope to see you again next week. Make sure you share the page, like, comment, whatever. Get us out there. Follow Woe Entertainment. Be looking forward to more updates on the 180 challenge as well as the Warrior Fest events coming up. That information will be on Woe Entertainment's Facebook page. I'm sure it's on their Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything else as well. Next week, we will be upgrading once again. So we will be across more platforms. We're going to be actively streaming to YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. No, not Twitch. One of the streaming platforms. Yeah, I think we're going on Twitch. So if you want to follow us there, be sure to do so. We will be on Woe Entertainment on some of these platforms. Other than that,
we'll be on Twitch, Twitter, Periscope. We're going to be on YouTube, WO's page. Athen, I'll get a hold of you later. I got to get you to help me sign up on your YouTube channel.
All right.
We're going to be going to 8 different program platforms.
Thank you very much, Wizard Bob. And once again, if you are bald or you do like to shave your head or if you want to try out a different razor, check out the link I posted up at the top. I'll have it on 1,700 somewhere's page as well for Head Shave Club and help Walt out so he can grow his beard back out, which he looks super goofy without it, like Athen did.
Right.
Check him out. Give him some love. Like his page. Share it a little bit. I promised I'd do it. Give him a shout out. He's going to return the favor, hopefully coming up here on one of his next videos. On that, he's Athen. She's Chey. I'm Cameron. That dumbass over there is Gunny. And as always, it's 1,700 somewhere.
The finger guns always get it.
All right.